Linda Gray is coming up here to share with you a new idea for how we transform the work of energy committees into some greater progress at the state level as well. So.
Hi, thank you. So as John said, I'm not giving a report on a success story. This is a pitch for a strategy. So I want to start with a quote from Bill McKibben, and this has really affected me. I'm going to read it out loud. You just have to imagine Bill's bass voice as you follow along. At this point, given the short time we have and the scale of the problem, you can't make the math work one household at a time. So the most important thing an individual can do in some sense is not be an individual quite so much. Join together with other people to build the movements that have some possibility of changing policy at fundamental levels that may allow us to catch up with the physics of climate change. At first I thought, oh man, am I wasting my time with my work on my town energy committee? But I thought a little more, came to two conclusions. I'm not totally wasting my time because my town energy committee is working 20 to 50 households at a time. Thereby, we're demonstrating the workability and effectiveness of clean energy solutions like weatherization and residential solar. And though too, I had to add to my portfolio. My town energy committee and my community and communities around the state will only be able to do our part on climate change with supportive policies. And face it, right now we don't have the policies that will enable thousands and thousands of households to make the changes that they and we must. So that's why I'm up here today. We need to join together to change policy, as Bill McKibben said, because we are nowhere near enacting the policies needed to change our troubling trajectory, and that's as Jared outlined earlier. So, success on policy requires both well-considered solutions and political will to enact them. The solutions have been on the table for a while now. What we really need is the political will in the legislature and in the governor's office. So where does political will come from? Sometimes it comes from a court ruling. Most often, it includes a big dose of elected representatives hearing from their constituents, personally and often. And that's where we come in. We're on the front lines of energy issues in our communities. We're seeing what makes it easier for our select boards and school boards and residents to make good energy decisions and what makes it hard. So whether we are energy committee leaders or maybe just concerned Vermonters, we can and we must provide local connection to our legislators so that they understand how important it is for them to support strong energy policies that will actually cut our emissions, save money, keep us safe. The folks who are in the State House throughout the session tell us that the voices of real Vermonters, like us, are really influential. In Vermont, we have unparalleled access to our legislators and the governor. We have a citizen legislature. Legislators don't have staffs. They rely on others with expertise and knowledge. Some of them are the staff of VNRC, VCV, CLF, or VPIRG. Some of them are corporate lobbyists, and some of them can be us. So, the regulars in Montpelier tell us that contact from 10 constituents is powerful and is enough to make a difference in how a legislator views an issue or a vote. Legislators from every corner of the state need to hear how important these issues are. With your on-the-ground experience, you can tell them. So, here's the proposal. Create an engaged, rapid response network to work with the policy advocates in Montpelier and make sure the governor and every single representative and senator in the state is hearing from their constituents that climate action must be a priority. You can raise your voice as someone with tremendous on-the-ground community expertise, informed by your energy committee experience, not necessarily officially representing your committee. And you can do it as someone sharing your personal perspective and passion for these issues. So, before you leave today, sign up to be part of this new network at the VNRC table. It's right over there. And next, we're still formulating what we'll do, but here's the current outline. You'll get a toolkit before the session starts. There's a VECAN webinar on January 6th, and then during the session, engage. So I'm a Star Trek fan. I couldn't pass up this opportunity. And then what's engage mean? So you'll be meeting with your representative and senator. You respond to alerts on specific votes. You can make a personal phone call. That's very, very powerful. Talk with others in your community. And every Friday during the session, follow the Vermont Climate Coalition Climate Dispatch for updates and tips. So sign up today. Together we can assure that Vermont makes the progress that we must to tackle this increasingly urgent process. So, we need you. Will you join me? Raise your hands if you're with me. Yay. So, that table,